Hi, everybody. How are you doing? I'm Dr. Gail, and this is Dany. And thanks for joining us today. I hope everybody is safe on the East and the Midwest. I think, Danny, you're fine on the weather with you where you're at, aren't you?
We can still use a little, of that comfort safeness coming in. It's 70 and sunny, no wind. It's a little brutal out here. I'll deal with it though. I mean, I don't want anybody to have sympathy for me, but I'm gonna manage.
You're right. Patricia's asked me how much snow did I get. We got about 5.8 is what they say we got, Patricia, 5.8 inches of snow. But I was just telling Danny, I said, I've just been sailing through it. I got so used to it in Mount Shasta that I have a car that goes in easily 6 inches of snow like it's nothing. And then of course my neighbors are looking at me like I'm crazy because I'm instead of getting out there and shoveling my driveway, I'm backing up and going forwards, packing it. The lazy man is shoveling. I was doing that because I don't even own a shovel. I said, I will not move to a place that needs a snow shovel and what happens. But anyway, it'll be gone
Hmm.
and by tomorrow, probably. so,
Yeah.
so, how about everybody else? Where are y'all at and how much snow did you get?
Oh,
I
in the chat?
hope everybody's got electricity. That's the big thing.
Yeah, right.
So,
So in the
Danny,
thing,
yeah,
did you lose power, Gail?
no, thank goodness where I live, my power lines are underground. So I didn't lose power. It's really the ones that are above ground, which is typical in the South, that um, the lines are above ground
You
because
know,
we're at sea level.
you're at sea level?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So are you, aren't you?
No, we are 154 feet above sea level.
You're at sea level.
So who's gonna be hit by the big tsunami first? Because there's this shelf over on the east near like Africa that if that falls in, the whole east side's gonna get flooded. And we have the Cascadia Fault that if that ruptures, we'll get a huge tsunami and we're done too. So I got my spaceship parked outside, ready to go, fueled up.
Barbara saying New Jersey, our snow will be here for a long time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people will be there for a long time. I mean, even Myrtle Beach is south of here. I think they got about 10 inches of snow. My nephew and cousin in Charlotte got a foot of snow.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I haven't talked to my hillbilly brother about what he got. He's in Missouri, and he's a prepper, so he's got everything, and he's going. I didn't think about this before. I go, you're a prepper. You should be thinking about all this stuff. And he goes, but I got to figure out how to clean my solar panels off from my emergency generator.
Oh, wow. That is always an issue, isn't it, for the solar panels?
Yeah.
Patricia saw someone on YouTube that was using a flame torch to clear their snow.
Oh,
Can you believe it? Basically saying she'll race you with to the spaceship. All
who
right.
said this? Oh, Stacy. Yeah.
Let me say hello to these people that are coming in here joining us because I want to see what other comments. I probably just missed quite a few of them. But here's Kimberly. Thanks for joining us today. And let's see, Patricia, Suzanne always has a nice message for everybody. She's saying, hello, dear Dr. Gail and Dany and the community. I am sending love and hugs to you.
Mm, thank
We all need that. And let's see, Barbara, she's saying, Dany, Gail, blessings and blessings to everyone in the group. Thank you.
thank
We appreciate that. And let's see who else is here. I'm starting some questions because we will get to your questions. Let's see. Miss Stacy. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Norma Vega. Norma
you.
Vega. Okay, got it. Hey, thanks for joining us today. Hey, Lisa Davies. Hey, Elaine Tanner. Thanks for being here. Uh, Stacy, you said you're your notification just came 2 minutes late. I've been getting my notifications lately also. I don't know what's going on with that. Hey, Nielsen, thanks for being here. Hey, Banana, thanks for being here. Love the name. Hey, Northern Lights. Let's see. Hey, Lucy, thanks for being here. Michigan. Is Michigan getting snow too? Let's see. Stacy says she'll be wearing a t-shirt again today in Los Angeles. And she's so sorry. Okay. All right. Hey, son of Watt. Thanks for being here. Gary, 2 feet of snow and below freezing, so hang melted. Oh, Gary. Oh my gosh, 2 feet of snow. That just brings back memories when I lived in Mount Shasta. Hey, Catherine, when it was over my dog's head and she was traumatized by going out to the bathroom and that. This snow has been nothing to her. Hey, Rossi, thanks for being here. Hey, Lori, you've had northeastern Ohio, lots of snow in the past couple of weeks. Your car stuck in the driveway. I turned it a little sideways. I should have kept going straight back. Ha ha. Well, my neighbors thought I was crazy, as I said, when I was backing up and going forward, backing up, making my trail out of packing down the soft snow when it was soft, and making my trail out of the driveway instead of out there shoveling it. My neighbors, nobody was moving. They just thought I was crazy. But as I said, my car goes out easily. 6 inches of snow is nothing for my car. Northern Lights, thanks for being here. And Lori, thanks for joining us. Yet another Linda. Hey, how are you doing? And Stacy, I'm starting some of the questions as we go through here. Are rock people considered elementals? Barbara, that's a good question. I kind of consider them elementals, but we'll read on that in just a few minutes, Barbara, because I'm kind of interested in that. Remember that, Dany. Are rock people considered elementals? So we can read on that. I would think they would be, but we'll check on that. Hey, KJ Love, thanks for being here. And you're in the Sacramento area. Oh, yay. Well, I guess the weather's pretty good there too. Hey, Nielsen, thanks for being here. Let's see. Morning, Liz. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Rossi. And Carrie, you've got 2 feet of snow in Boston. And Nina, hey, how are you doing? Thanks for joining us. You're saying, Barbara, your poor dog definitely has PTSD from mine just, as I said, she went right out in it. No problem with the snow. It's just when it's over her head that she has an issue. And let's see who else we got here. Well, it looks like I've got everybody saying hello. We have 54 people who've joined us. So I'm going to just stop here because we could be going forever. But I've started quite a few questions. Looks like I've got 10 questions already starred. KB Love, it's in the 60s there. Envious. But we'll be there by next week here too. It'll be snow 1 week in the 60s next week. So.
Yeah.
This is real unusual for us. Nobody knows how to act in the snow, but
nobody knows how to act in the air. Let's just leave it like that.
That's true. I would say I'm probably a little guilty of that myself in the air. When I taught how to fly a spaceship, I made many mistakes.
Thought the wrong thing, huh?
Yes. But,
right turn. No.
No, my biggest mistake is they had to quit having the spaceship listen to me when I would go, what if? What if I could see that ant on Earth? What if I could, we humans just can't control our thoughts sometimes. And that just got me in so much trouble because as soon as that would come out of my thought process, what if I can see an ant on Earth? We go, well, let's go see if we can see that ant on Earth. And it traumatized my crew, but I thought it was kind of funny.
What about the ants?
The ants were fine.
Okay. For me, I'd probably be thinking, dang, I'm a little hungry. I'd like to get a pizza.
That's exactly right. It'd be just something like that. And it's so easy. I mean, humans are so hard for them to train to do that because we just our brains just go do, 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 and we have to focus, and it's so hard to do. So anyway, instead of getting me to focus, they would train the spaceship not to react to those kind of thoughts. I was not, I was not trainable.
So they would slow the spaceship down versus train you.
Or not to react to what that thought was, like, because it was what if, or what if was the big one, I think. What if I could, or what if the spaceship could? Oh, thanks for the $5, Foggy. Foggy.
Foggy. Yay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Mr. Bill. Oh my gosh. That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? So, Dana, what is the latest with you? I mean, we've talked about what's late. What is the latest you want to share with you?
What is the latest? Well, I guess it would be what we had been talking about before, which would be, well, there's a couple of things. Number one, I think that we should be really gentle with ourselves because we are going through this huge shift. And anybody that's in this community, I'm sensing that we're all feeling this huge shift. And it's we need to train our spaceships out there to react a little slower to our thought processes because we have so much going on and so much external stimulus that I really feel like it's important for us to slow down and really pay attention to, as Barbara said, the rock people and the tree people, and really get a clearer sense of focus and where we're headed, because I think we're headed to someplace pretty wild, a new awareness. And so what has been coming up in my awareness, which really surprised me because I have no interest. Well, not anymore. I had no interest. And that is, somebody asked me if I would look at this video, and she goes, this would be a good journey. And it was going to Egypt underneath the Sphinx and see what we can see. And I'm like, I don't know anything.
I know, and everybody does that journey for some reason.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know. I guess people do. I don't know anything about Egypt.
I don't
I
either.
don't have any.
That
I
was our
did.
major discussion. Is neither one of us have any connection to Egypt, and I have thought it was really odd that I had no
Yeah,
to it. And you said the same thing, and all of a sudden now you're having some kind of interest. For me, it's still nothing.
yeah.
Nothing.
Well, and so when I first when I first saw that, and I go, well, I'm going to go check it out. And when I got into the journey of actually being in Egypt, and I felt my awareness there, it was a little scary for me. And I'm like, what am I feeling? Why am I a little hesitant? And it was because I didn't have the Egyptian guide there. And I go, well, that's stupid, Dany. Why didn't you arrange the Egyptian guide to be there? So I did walk around it. It was kind of fun. And then the second time I went in there, oh, I was loaded up with gifts and robes, and I called in my Egyptian guides, and yeah, it's pretty wild under there. So
Well,
we're
Elaine
gonna
said, did you know that the way under those pyramids is very hot, humid, cramped, and hard to pass people coming up or going down?
maybe in the physical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, when I was there in my astral mind, um, it was just me. I had the whole place to myself.
Thanks, Lucy, for the donation, the super sticker.
Thank you. Thank you. So anyway, it's so I'm going to be doing a journey on this, for a group of people, whoever wants to join in, and um,
So when is that journey going to be?
oh my gosh,
It's
I knew
soon, it's soon, isn't
it.
it?
It's the 17th, I think. It's the new moon. It's the Chinese horse, fire horse, New Year, and there's something else on that. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Can you tell them what time?
No, it's 4:30 Pacific time.
Isn't he really good at advertising?
I'm great at this. And if you want some information, just email me or go to my website, and it's listed there too.
And the
And
7th is on a Tuesday, everybody.
yeah, it's a Tuesday. And so it's just to see one of the things that I found when
Oh,
I
it's the
went to.
eclipse too, Rossi. It's the eclipse that day also.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, it's a big day. And what I felt from there is the intention is to see what the divine feminine and the divine masculine, what they have to say to us in this time, because we're going into the divine feminine and we're overloaded with this masculine energy. So we just kind of want to go underneath that and see if we can get any kind of message out of Egypt on that, which is so weird that I'd immediately go into Shasta, right? I'd go into Telos,
I go
but
there, and also
Egypt,
I go to Peru. I go all to the all those countries, South
yeah,
America, all those countries, but never Egypt. Never.
never.
Mm-mm.
I would do the American Southwest in the desert in the Mojave, and but Egypt, I'm like, okay,
Something new you're supposed to experience. Anything else that's coming up for you? There's a lot
no.
of new people in the chat. So, Dany, tell them exactly who you are, what you do. I guess I should be saying the same thing because there's people coming in from your channel that are probably new.
Yeah, so who am I? That's a really good question. So I am a psychic medium who does tarot. I started out on YouTube flipping cards for politics, and I met Gail, and she said, you need to talk about aliens. And so we've been discussing aliens ever since.
Oh
And
my gosh. He is downplaying how that's gone.
thank you for believing in me.
It has been me pulling him along towards accepting that and I mean, it has not been an easy pull. It has been step by step, backward stepping, forward stepping, leaning into, oh no, I don't want to go there. Yeah, it's
Kind of
been,
like Egypt. Ooh. I don't know if I want to go there. And it's a lovely place. It
but
is a
it has been a journey for the both of us. And then finally, we're doing a show about them about once a month. So that's been a great change. And, it's fun to do these kind of shows. And
well, it's the political aspect that's gonna end. That's just gonna leave. That a lot of that is trying to calm people down from their fears. And it's a different type of calming down from their fears. It's a more of a exploration and more of an adventure, where the other side, it's more of, are we going to get out of this? Yes, we will. But
do
so
you really think the politics and everything? I mean, I can see it changing, but calming down, maybe calming down, but I think there's always going to be something stirring the pot.
Yeah, and so the way that I look at this is that we need to change our focus so that we don't get so anxious about different changes. And so that's that's where my path has been going, is to just, there's other things going on in the world besides these anxious points. And number one is the galactics,
Right.
tapping into that energy, and how we they've done this. They've
Right.
gone from the singular consciousness to polarities and back again. So they've already done this, and so we get to learn from them how to manage it, and say, and for us to realize that it's not unique. This is a path that we're on in our evolution.
Right. And going to the aliens or the extraterrestrials, it kind of weakens all these political fights too. I mean,
Yeah,
the significance of it. So
yeah.
that would make sense. Well, let me talk to the people who don't know who I am. My name is Gail, and my background is I'm a nurse and a chiropractor. And in 2020, when we went on COVID, was my awakening to connect with the extraterrestrials or the aliens. I've been working with them, doing rescue missions, and working in the medical field with them, helping them. And my job is the communicator between them and us, and helping others be able to accept that what's happening to them is true and it is happening, and that they're not crazy. This is a safe place for you to come talk about your experiences with the ETs, and I can help verify it, or make you or help you understand it. So that's who I am.
And you do a very good job at that, because I've had to call you up a couple times.
Yes, you have.
Gail, it's all right, Dany. No, not really. It's breathe. And that's one of the things too that I'm always just shocked at how many people are coming out and saying, "Yeah, I
Well,
see a ship. I've seen them."
yeah, but before, I mean, well, it still is. We're told we're crazy. You didn't see that. That's not true. But here's Lucy's. She's a good example of. I get ringing in my left ear a lot. That is like Morse code. What the heck? And Lucy, yes, so many of us do that. That I would say at least 50% of the people who have a connection, extraterrestrial connection, do have ringing ear. My left ear rings when I'm getting more information. It gets louder and used to be irritating. Now I'm excited when I'm hearing that ringing in my ear. When both
Yeah,
when both ears are going, then I'm really excited, because that means the information that's coming in, the information probably is going to lay dormant for a few months before it surfaces for your whole body to process what it is, and then it comes out. But yeah, or it's exciting for me now whenever my ears are ringing.
I am so excited all the time because both of my ears ring all the time. So I am just kidding. I am just one full on download 24/7.
Yes, that communication. And a lot of it is just the direct communication. So many of us have positive implants that's their direct way of communicating with us. And some of us have negative implants that need to be removed, but those positive ones, that's your direct connection probably with your star family, and you're getting information and some constant supervision to make sure that you're okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Constant supervision to make sure that you're being okay. So I think that's what they're doing with me. But I do get the sharp like pew or whatever over the normal tinnitus that I have. And I've never gotten the clicking. And
Mhm.
so I wonder if that is a type of, because I recently had a mantis bean guide show up, and I'm like, you can show up again. I'm looking around, you can show up again. I hear it
Yeah.
more as clicking, but it's, but it's not inside clicking, it's outside clicking. But do you think the Morse code clicking would be like a mantis bean type?
Yeah, mantis beings show up a lot of time clicking. That's their language is clicking.
Yeah.
And so whenever somebody's saying, I'm hearing this clicking in my ears, I'm usually drawn to that it's probably a mantis being. And
Yeah.
the mantis beings, whenever for me, when I see them show up, that means they're getting ready to ask you something. They're getting to ask you to work with them, and it's free will. You can say yes or no, and they'll tell you what it is that they're wanting you to do. And again, you have free will, yes or no. If you say no, they just move to the next person. And also the other, when they show up, sometimes they'll show up with two grays, and then it means you're getting ready to have a medical procedure. And usually your medical procedures is to let this 3D body survive on Earth.
Okay. I just saw Danielle in here. Hey, Danielle.
Hey, Danielle.
She's
And
75 degrees in sunny California.
oh gosh, well, here's Barbara. She's saying she feels she had her first sighting a couple of weeks ago. And how exciting, Barbara, and that you're able to share it and have a comfortable place to share that.
Yeah, yeah. And that's one of the things that that this community, and you mentioned like during COVID, so many of us, jumped on YouTube, and we were all quiet for so long. We didn't get a lot of the outside noise in. It was just like, stay inside. Okay. And so um, we got to play with our imaginations and be with our quiet time. And then that's when our galactic friends really started showing up.
Yeah,
So, and it's good that there are people who do have a safe space
right,
like you,
right.
that people can come out. And I make fun of people all the time, so I don't know how much my space is very safe. But
Well,
then,
I look at it because my stories, when I'm telling my stories are, and people could go, oh gosh, mine's not as crazy as that. Okay, let me share mine. So that's how I feel. That makes it a little bit easier.
your story, it seems pretty normal to me. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's the first time I heard it, I was like,
she's crazy. Hi, Terry.
well, I couldn't say, hi Terry. I couldn't say you were crazy because you helped me with a negative attachment. So I'm going, just get rid of this thing. I won't say you're crazy. So that really, really helped. Um, but yeah, this it's great. Great, great, great.
And now look where you are. You're doing a show about them.
About it. Yeah. And we're not crazy.
Well, who knows? My thought was I never thought I was crazy. I always thought I had a brain tumor. So that's where my mind, because of my medical background, I thought I was hallucinating.
Yeah.
But then finally I decided, well, if this is how I'm going to go. This is the way I want to go, because it was so exciting what I was doing.
Oh my
So
gosh. And we've talked about this before, yeah, if people say we're crazy, then I think you're crazy for not opening yourself up to what's out there.
because it's so exciting. Leave your normal life, dull normal life. Join the crazy team.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
let me see some of these questions, Danny. You ready for some questions?
Sure.
Okay, let me see. I'm not sure how well I did on starring some of these things. Oh, thanks, Patricia. She's looking after us. Hello, Dr. Gail and Dany and Galactic Tribe. Please like and subscribe to both channels. If taking questions, please, please.
Thank you. Thank you.
Questions in all caps. Thank you, Patricia. I always forget to say that, so I'm glad somebody's looking after me. Barbara, Dany, Dr. Gail, blessings to everyone. Okay, we already got that one. Thank you again. Let's see. Okay, Patricia has something here. Recently, Aunt Bean appeared. His
Hmm?
head was above mine. I heard noises from the being. He then introduced me to his mate and baby ant boy. What
Baby ant boy.
what was he trying to communicate to me and why? I think he was just introducing himself to you, Patricia. I think this was just an introduction. Probably
Yeah.
your a family. You had a lifetime, and I'm getting a big yes on this. You had a lifetime as an ant people, and you're just going back and visiting them, and they're just kind of reintroducing themselves. Actually, um, waking up is what I'm hearing. They were waking up that memory of yours that you were one time part of them. It's very warm feeling and sweet.
Yeah, yeah, it is.
What do you
That's
think?
what I get too. Yeah, I get the same thing. I get that it was just like they wanted to show you ant baby. Maybe you are an ant because they wanted to show. To me, it feels like that they wanted to show you the baby ant boy. And
Yes.
look, auntie, you're an auntie.
Yes. Yeah, I had a lifetime as an aunt also. Um, but that's what I feel like. It was
Yeah, it feels really good too.
real sweet. Okay. Let's see. Who's next? I, I promise you we're going to get to your question. Who is it? Foggy that says she's done it 4 times. I promise you, I'm trying to go in order, but we will get to your question because I do have an answer for that, or sort of an answer for that. And here's Stacy. Stacy, can I please have a message from my galactic guides? Love you both. Oh, thank you, Stacy. And Dany, you want to take that one, the message?
Yeah, hang on 1 second. 1 second. Ooh.
Scroll down and try to get organized here.
Okay. The first card that I pulled for you was open contact. So, when as soon as I drop into what this open contact means, it's just being receptive and being inviting, not being afraid, all that stuff where you're going to meet somebody for the first time. um, just have some anticipation and some excitement about it. um, you do have the keys to open this contact up. And then you got, I don't know if you can see it, but you got the Star Seer card. So if you're a Star Seer, then you should be getting open contact. So expect that. I think that's
She's
nice.
saying, yay, thank you, and no fear here, I promise.
Yes, because she also got the Crystal Keys card.
Mhm.
So it's I would tap into some crystalline energy.
And
Whether
I'm going to address that fear part also. Um, Sometimes the fear, sometimes we do have fear. I've had fear. Danny's had fear. I mean, how many years ago was it Danny and I said, we're ready to see you, but don't scare us. I mean, both of us are at the same time saying the same thing. And now neither one of us say that anymore. But there's more parts to it than you realize. When you're meeting something that is in another dimension and is trying to come down to your dimension, or trying to meet you in the middle, there's some physical reactions to it. Mine is getting nauseated. I get sick, physically sick. I have to eat bread for a couple of weeks afterwards. Dany usually is on the bathroom floor with dizziness. And so it does have a physical part to it. And if you're not sure of what's happening, then it can turn into fear.
yeah,
And so you have to realize there's a physical part to it. Whenever you do meet one, the first thing you have is a flight or fight reaction. So there's some things that it's not as easy as saying, oh, I want to see one, or I want to meet one. There's a lot to it that occurs when you do meet one, and you have to start understanding what's happening to you physically and mentally when it does occur. So just recognize that those things do happen also whenever you're asking to meet somebody. But yeah,
And
Dany, for years, don't scare me, don't scare me.
yeah, yeah. And now, the other thing that I say, because I don't like to be sleeping on the bathroom floor with vertigo, is hey, dial it down a little bit. I'm only human. I'm not like you. So, because they could be great big tall beings. And um, so that really helps and I don't know if it's the energy around, but I've been feeling so wonky. My if I walk in a straight line, I'm doing that almost. At least that's what I feel sometimes. I'm like my balance is off. There's just something going on that is that I have had to say, hey, dial it down a little bit, and they do. So that's all I have to say about that.
Well, I was going to say that was also something funny with you when you were calling me, talking about how bad it was for you, and I just said, "Tell him to turn it down. Tell him to stop. Ease up."
And I'm like, what? Yeah, just tell them to dial it down. That's it. That's all you're gonna say. Dial it down, and it does work. Yeah.
I'll never forget that day. He
Oh,
didn't, he didn't want that answer. He wanted something more complicated. Just have to dial it down.
just dial it down. Oh my gosh, that was 3 days of just I couldn't move. I've never ever experienced that, and I've been on the water. I don't get seasick. I don't get motion sickness. That was wild. All right, enough about me. What about you? No.
All right, let's get to Barbara's question, which I've been anxiously wanting to get to. Are
Ooh.
rock people considered elementals? And I'm going to say, I think so, just along with the tree people and everybody. But I'm going to ask, and I'm getting a yes. Yeah, they are.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
Okay, what are
Hmm.
you getting, Danny?
Let me see.
So what would that be Earth then? That they would be, that the category they would be in? What are the categories?
Oh,
Fairies,
um,
water, fairies, water, earth, fire, right? Are those
yeah, yeah.
the four, everybody? Are those the four elementals? So I would think the rock people would be in earth, correct?
Uh, well, yeah, I would think. I did get yes. They are the elementals, and for me, this is kind of like Egypt for me. The elementals. I'm like, I mean, I know they're there. I know there's hidden folk, in and I know they're there. I talk to trees. Don't say I'm crazy, but I do talk to trees. I do see faces in the rock. I do see energy in the rocks. So I just never asked.
Yeah. So is earth actually wood? I see I'm seeing everybody saying I got it, and then somebody saying and wood. So is it earth and wood, or oh, what would that be? That's well, wood would be part of earth.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so I was connected to the elementals when I was in Mount Shasta. I had a crash course on
Mm.
loud elementals when they came and woke me up one night. It was the gnomes that started off with me, and the wood is the fifth element. Okay,
Mm.
so because I would think wood would be part of earth, the trees would be wood, and but anyway,
So
so
in the
go ahead.
go ahead. You got woken up with gnomes.
Yeah, with the gnomes, yeah. As in, it was just when in the middle of the night, I was woken up going, with them yelling at me, going, "We're the elementals." And I'm, of course, as I'm dreaming, what is this? Go back to sleep. And then I get awakened again, and I'm being screamed at, "We're the elementals." And I'm going, gosh, this is a crazy dream. And went back to sleep. The third time when they yelled at me saying, "We're the elementals," I sat up going, okay, what is it that you want? And
Yeah.
they were wanting me to help them with some things. And so, yeah, I mean, and then when I met these, I don't know what they're part of the air people, the sieves or something, but they were little human beings riding heat fruits and vegetables. You can imagine what I thought then. I knew I was dreaming. I kept thinking, oh, I must need to eat more fruits and vegetables. And I went back to sleep. They'd wake me up again. I really need to eat more fruits and vegetables and go back to sleep. And they wake me up again. So when they wake you up the third time, you're just going, okay, I'm not dreaming. But it was the
Yeah.
craziest. And those elementals, the ones riding fruits and vegetables, have stayed with me. They came with me from Mount Shasta, but they are air people, so they've stuck with me.
Yeah. So, I was going to ask, what element of it are the gnome people, the gnomes?
Well, the gnomes, I see them in the trees.
So are they part of the tree elements? And you were saying the ones riding fruits
Oh,
and vegetables are part of the air element, or?
well, those beings were air, and the gnomes I would go earth because they were.
Okay.
I saw them in the trees. They were connected to trees because what I needed to do was they had some communication system that had been injured or hurt or what compromised somehow or another. So I was having to connect the
Hmm.
stars to the
Okay.
trees for
Yeah.
their communication system. That's a whole long
Hey,
story.
can you reconnect my communication system too? Yeah.
Yes. Even me talking about it, it sounds crazy coming out of my mouth, but it is what it is. What it is. It is what
Well,
happened.
and so my take on the elementals and what classification they belong to, because every in my awareness, I try to remember that everything is connected, is interconnected. So it's in some ways we're all the same. In other ways, we have different attributes, but still it's all connected. So I don't focus that much on um,
Labels.
labels where they are, like I love this question. Are rock people considered elementals? Because, so often we just walk right by them. And it's just like, what? They're so amazing when you get quiet to actually have a relationship with a rock person.
Well, I had a relationship with a rock in Mount Shasta on one of the trails. It was that small trail that was the Lollipop Trail.
Oh
Lollipop,
yeah, 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 yeah,
there was a rock there
yeah.
that
That's
was.
a really sweet trail. It's really short. The views are spectacular.
I have a bench there to sit there and just meditate on that view.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's for those of us whoever's going to Shasta next. Um, yeah, there's the other place that just smacked me over the head with the rock beams was Chaco Canyon. I mean, I'm like,
Right, you
oh,
called me from there. Tell me all about that.
oh my gosh, they were. I mean, it was like a lightning bolt. Look at all these. And then the other place was Alabama Hills in California, but the rock people were fish.
Really?
They were whales.
Were they dry or wet?
They were, well, they
Were they boulders in the water or were they
no, they were in the desert.
okay, in the
They,
desert? Okay,
they were in the desert.
but the
Um,
water used to be there, right? The
the
ocean used
water used to be there, correct? Yeah, and so these whales would be huge monoliths would be coming out of the desert, and I'm like, so I had a conversation with whale rock. Think
wow.
of that. So that was fun.
Yeah, this opens up so many things.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Okay, let me see who's next.
In Sedona, yes, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to go over here to Foggy Yog. Foggy, and thanks for that. Oh, well, let's say it was your message that I was looking for. Thanks for that donation. We appreciate it. And I'm going to look for your question because that's one don't want to miss. And I see that Dany and I are talking too much and we're running out of time. It's not unusual. When we get together, we talk about everything. So, which are the aliens that laser cut eyes, mouth, etc., out of farm animals like cows? I've come across that on hikes, really creepy. Um, yes, it is really creepy, and I don't know the details because I saw this long time ago, and I have it written in my books, my journals, about they extract these things from these cows, and this is going to be so gross, and it's to feed the hybrid children. They take all these materials, they take the bones, they take the blood, they create this gelatinous type of material, and it's food for survival of some of these hybrid children that are being produced. And I told y'all it's going to be gross, but I've got the details written in one of my journals about that, but that's kind of what it is. Dany, you have anything to add?
Oh,
No, no, you really didn't want me to answer that question.
I'm kind of freaking out. She's come across that on hikes?
On hikes, yes, yes, what she's saying. She's seen it on hikes.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but that's what's going on, and I do think I've seen it is the insectoids that do that, and I do think that has also been how the survival of the human species has been, especially when they were taken underground. They had to do some things to help them
Mhm.
survive, and that's how they created their food was like that. And they do kind of create it in their mouth, making this. But it fast forward to these days, it's kind of goes into a lab and it's made into this gelatinous type of food. It's
And I mean, so we're focusing on this one aspect, but if we take that to our food processing plants for humans, is
right.
it any different? Not
It,
really.
it's not any different.
No. So, we go, ew, they cut them out with laser.
Here's Patricia saying, "Oh, I saw this dark, bubbly liquid coming out of the ant's mouth." Yes, Patricia. Yes.
Hmm.
Just think of them feeding that to you, Patricia, for your survival.
And
But
so when
go
that happens to me, I ask him, could you put some chocolate on top? Maybe some blueberries or something?
you're saying, yeah, you thought you actually knew the cow belonged to Mr. Weber, the ranch farmer. Okay. Anyway, that's the information I got. Are you asking if the grasshoppers do that? It's the insectoids. Yes, it's the insectoids. I think I'm not 100% sure because I have it written down. And this is years ago that I was shown this information, and I have never asked to see it again because I didn't want to see it
Really?
again. You're saying
Really?
it sort of resembled dark chocolate. It did. It can because blood. When um, it can be dark. When I was showing it, when they were mixing it, it was still red, and you could see the red streaks that had not gone to the dark part yet. It's yeah, or exactly, Dany. I did not want to go there again. I did not want to see any more. I did not ask for any more information on that. I just didn't want to see it.
Hey, I got an idea.
What's that?
Let's switch topics.
Yeah, going
It
to the
was a
next.
good one, though. It was a good one, but
Well, she had put it in 4 times, so of
four
course,
times.
yeah. So she's thinking we were missing her when there was a whole
Oh,
lot.
oh, oh. Okay. I thought she had saw. I don't even want to ask her how many times she saw it in real life.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I'm going here. Let's see. I think it's Rossi here that has. May I have a message from my galactic guides on what is important
Oh,
right now for me? All right, Dany, you take
oh.
it.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this. Um,
Move away from what I was talking about.
oh my. So the first card I pulled is we were talking about, the throat and stuff coming out of the mouth, and I get throat chakra. Okay, but that's not what I heard.
Is that your beyond your Lemuria cards?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. It's pretty cards.
So, yeah, there is. So what I'm getting is that you're going to be called on to use your voice more. There is. And again, this starts off with what I was saying before. We're all going through this transformation and this birth process, and some of us are struggling with it a little bit. But there is you've got the fire element, and that fire element is so good for nourishment, although it can be kind of brutal if it gets too out of control. Goes back to what we were saying before. You can tell them to dial down the fire. Maybe it's just something to warm your hands by. It doesn't have to burn you. But they're asking you to use your voice more and trust who you are. So step into, you know what you need to say, you know what you're experiencing. Just trust that it's an innocence, and speak it truthfully.
There you go. Thank you. That sounds good. All right, here's Carrie, a message from her galactic guides.
All right.
Ooh, look at that. I got Star Family. You're part of
Ooh.
a team, part of a team. Connect with your galactic family. Call in your support. Wow, I don't know what you're going through, but calling in your support, that means if there's something you're going through, call them, tell them, speak it out loud, ask them for help. Take it, Dany, your time.
Yeah. So the first card I got is secrecy, unconditional love, and desperation. You've got two cards that have double numbers to it. 44 is secrecy, 33 is desperation. I'm not a numerology guy, but if you take 4 and 3, they equal 7. And then you got the 7 card, which is unconditional love. So that card pops out to me is just know that you've got unconditional love coming at you. And there's something with this secrecy that you're not letting something out. And I think, hang on one second. I think it goes to what we were talking about with fear. Just let the fear go and shift it into an adventure more. Does that make sense?
It does. It makes sense. It's so hard sometimes to interpret what they're telling you. But here's Rossi. She's, you just read on her saying she needs to use her voice. And she says she thinks they want me to go out and talk or go on YouTube. So what do you think she's supposed to do? Do you think, I mean, I pulled this back up, Rossi, because I do know they're asking all the people who are hybrids and who have galactic connections, who are walk-ins, who are doing, to start revealing who you are so people can come to you and be supported with these new changes that are coming ahead or coming in front of us or getting ready to happen. And so is she supposed to, I think she's supposed to go on YouTube. I think she's supposed to.
Well, that is okay. Huh. That is how, that's an easy platform to well. Let me. It's
Dany is doing polite tiptoeing here.
Yeah, it's not an easy platform to be on. But it's an easy platform to be on to get people to come hear your voice instead of standing out in the park and starting to talk about aliens and ET stuff. But whatever it is, I'm agreeing with, they want you to go out and talk and create magic. You have this spiritual commitment to do this. It's really important for you to do this. And then I got the shamanic journey whale. So what I would suggest is to drop into a meditative transy state and go meet up with your guides and say, how do you see me doing this? YouTube, and try it. See what happens.
Well, there's also other platforms like Facebook and things like that too. So, and there's so many other new ones. I'm not sure which one would be the right one.
Substack, yeah, Substack and all that.
Instagram, all those things.
Yeah. So
I think YouTube is considered old people's channels now. I think we're kind of old now, considered an ancient form of communication. So
yeah, maybe TikTok is your thing.
That might be. But anyway, all right, everybody. Sorry we have not gotten to the questions, but we're coming to an end. And both Dany and I have a commitment here soon after the show. So we must go. I'm sorry, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for moderators for making this a safe place to talk.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, everybody.
And thanks, Dany, for being here. Foggy says, old people, why? Because it actually works. Yeah, probably. They say, no, it's not, Dr. Gail. It's still the most popular. Oh, I didn't realize that. I didn't know it was still the most popular. But anyway, thanks, everybody. And thanks for the support. And we'll see y'all later.
Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.